Tonight on DC News Now, snow returning to the DMV. We take a live look at the roads and current conditions for you.
And also we have snow reports to be seen. Of course, you'll take a look at the radar and we'll show you what's happening there. And of course, we'll have your full 7-day forecast and let you know when there will be a warm-up coming up.
Also ahead on DC News Now, still looking for answers following the Centerville, Virginia home explosion. We check in with neighbors hoping to head home. What happens in Vegas comes to the DMV. Maryland leaders are touting the jobs that an entertainment sphere would bring to the community. And moms, they know how to hustle. We are stretching your dollar, showing you how stay-at-home moms are getting creative to bring in extra cash.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on DC News Now at 6. I'm Haley Milon. Ben Dennis has the night off. And today is the DMV First Warn Day. Your DC News Now team has the coverage for you as the snow is falling outside. Scott Sumner joining us. We're going to get to Dave Laval out on the roads in just a little bit. Scott, what are you seeing right now?
Well, we're not seeing a lot. That's what I can tell you here, Haley, as we look outside our rooftop camera, looking towards, I think this is Reagan National over here, if I'm not mistaken. If guys in control room just inform me yes or no on that. I think this is Reagan National. But you can see, again, very little because the snow is coming down pretty intensely. We also have up the road about 45 miles to the north and west, still seeing some snow here in the Hagerstown area. Dual Highway picking up some snow. You can see it not on the roads. Roads are just wet at this point in time, but we have plenty of snow on the grassy surfaces. And so here's some snow reports as I've been collecting them throughout the afternoon. Accident in Boonesboro, Maryland, picking up so far almost 3 inches of snow there. Smithburg's Maryland, 1.5 inches. Leesburg, Virginia, Herndon, Virginia, about a little under ½ an inch so far, but there's more time for you to pick up that snow. North Beach, Maryland, that's over towards the Calvert County vicinity, ½ an inch there. Cairo, Virginia, 0.8. Paris, 0.8. Bloomery, West Virginia, 1 inch, and Linden, Virginia, 2 inches worth of snow. So our radar picks up on this, and you can see about 3 o'clock or so, we had rain in DC, but that rain shifted over towards that blue shade of color, which is just plain old snow, and it's coming down to beat the band. Same south of DC. There's still areas that are holding on, like Fredericksburg and Stafford, to some light rain out that way, but that will eventually turn over to snow. There is some lighter snows out towards the west and some of the mountains of Grantsville and over towards the Kaiser area as we do our little radar tour. And then we move further east over towards the Cumberland Valley. There's Hagerstown, there's Boonesboro, and Charlestown. It looks like there might be a little mix in that general vicinity. As we widen out the view, you can see a lot of green going away and blue taking over and here to stay. We'll talk more about the snow that's coming overnight tonight and what we should end up with in the end when it's all said and done, coming up in a bit. Haley?
All right, Scott, we'll talk to you in just a few minutes. Road crews across the DMV are bracing to put those plows down. Our Dave Laval monitoring the conditions on the roadways. Hey, Dave, you're in Montgomery County, trying to see out the window there for you. It looks kind of pleasant. How are things on the road there?
Well, I can tell you right now, Haley, as you said, that the snow is definitely coming down here in Gaithersburg. We were in Montgomery Village just a short time ago. And as for the roads right now, they look like they're just wet. As for the snow accumulation on the side, that's where the snow is definitely taking shape. Let's go ahead and give you a look and show you some of what we're seeing right now as there are road crews out. We just followed some a few moments ago as crews dumped ice on the roads. The roads right now, as we said, pretty good shape, just wet, so you definitely want to use some caution. And we can tell you the snow is definitely coming down here in some spots. Actually coming through Montgomery Village, it was quite a hard snowfall. Right now it's just steady as the snow is accumulating on grass and yards. It's a pretty backdrop. So that's what it is right now. But crews are definitely out treating the roads, making sure that it's safe for people to drive on. One thing we have noticed a lot of, and I just don't understand it, you got a lot of drivers who are not using any headlights. So you already have to be cautious on roads in weather like this. Now there's even more reason to be cautious on the roads. Just give yourself extra time if you have to be out tonight. Just a reminder that the crews, yes, they are out there treating the roads, standing by to plow in areas where they are needed. So again, just be patient, give yourself some extra time, and you should be good. And for a lot of people, they're saying if you don't need to be out tonight, stay home, don't go out tonight. We are live in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Dave, thanks. We'll check in with you in just a little bit. Tricky time of day to be driving. Keep those headlights on. And a live look now at Reagan National Airport as flights are being delayed or canceled because of the storm. Now, according to FlightAware, Reagan is seeing 283 cancellations and 139 delays. Dulles seeing 73 cancellations and 114 delays. Over at BWI, 248 cancellations and 90 delays. In Maryland, a state of preparedness is in place for the entire state ahead of the wintry weather. Maryland Governor Wes Moore says emergency crews are manning roads across the state during the storm. In Montgomery County, officials are advising people to park in garages ahead of the snow. They say enforcement will be suspended until noon tomorrow. Coming up in our next half hour of news, we're going to hear from MDOT as they prepare to treat the roads for you. And as snow once again threatens our area, again, advocates in Northern Virginia are sounding the alarm. They're calling the recent snow removal efforts in Arlington unacceptable, saying that people with disabilities are homebound. ARLnow.com reporting that advocates voiced their concerns at a community meeting, sharing their frustration, and that there's still snow and ice covering certain sidewalks and curb cuts. Now, 3 weeks since that storm. They also pointed to unshoveled areas around government buildings, facilities, and elsewhere, asking leaders there to do better. Stay with our team of meteorologists as they track snow for the entire region. Just scan this QR code on your screen. That's going to take you to the DCNewsNow.com weather page. And there you're going to find the entire forecast for the entire DMV. And new tonight, police are looking for answers after finding a man shot to death in Southeast DC late last night. Here's what we know. It happened in the 4400 block of 3rd Street Southeast. Police arriving just after 11 p.m. They found a man who was unconscious and not breathing. Medics tried to revive him, but he died there on the scene. If you know anything that could help police in the investigation, they want you to reach out. To Montgomery County now, 3 dogs and a cat died in a Silver Spring apartment fire this afternoon. Fire crews there found heavy flames and smoke coming from a 3rd floor unit at Lockwood Apartments on Lockwood Drive. Now, crews put the fire out. Unfortunately, no people were hurt. And in Northern Virginia, some families are finally returning home since they were forced out of their homes last Sunday after a massive home explosion in Centerville. Officials say a gas leak caused the explosion, but they're still working to pinpoint the cause of the gas leak. Our Randy Bass has been following the fallout and has the latest from the neighborhood.
Now, 5 days after the blast, crews are still here on site, working, digging, trying to find the source of any possible gas leaks. And as they work to narrow it down, some families have been allowed to return home. Gas crews still in the ground here Friday, working and testing Washington gas lines on Belle Plains Drive in search of possible leaks. Just steps away from where a home exploded and burst into flames Sunday evening, forcing dozens of families to leave home. Ken Hamer said he got a call from officials letting him know he could return home yesterday.
They sent us down to our house with a group of firefighters. Washington Gas turned on the gas and any appliances and things like that. And then the firefighters came back in to verify that nothing was leaking.
And no readings or anything when it came out?
No readings for our house. Some
neighbors telling us they're home, but still without gas service. No heat or hot water as crews check gas lines in the area. Other nearby residents like Lorraine Yo, not under evacuation.
It's been, unnerving, worrisome.
But keeping a close eye on the work happening just a few blocks from her home.
I have no real sense of how long it typically takes, but it does seem to be taking a while. But I guess there's a lot of lines there. They've got to dig down deep. But it is taking some time. I mean, fortunately, we're not evacuated. We know some people who have been. We're just hoping that they actually find it.
Fairfax County fire crews tell me there are about 21 homes still evacuated at this point, plus 67 or so homes that still do not have gas service as the work continues. At this point, no updates on any plans for any press conferences, potentially one over the weekend. In Centerville, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
TSA pre-check holders, your speedy security check is now on hold. The Department of Homeland Security is suspending TSA pre-check and global entry programs as the partial government shutdown drags on. The pre-check and global entry programs help registered passengers get through security lines quickly. The shutdown comes as Democrats and the White House still at a standstill over an agreement on funding the Department of Homeland Security. And this week, you will get the chance to hear directly from DC Water on where things stand following the sewer spill into the Potomac River. DC Water will host 2 community meetings this week, giving comprehensive updates. It's been a little over a month now since a sewer line collapsed, spilling about 243 million gallons of untreated wastewater into the Potomac River. The first meeting will be on Wednesday at DC Water headquarters, and the second will be at Walt Whitman High School in Bethesda. Thursday, both meetings start at 7. Officials will talk about several things, including repair timelines and how long-term rehab efforts will play out. And in Virginia, a warning from officials, a system busting, sending wastewater downstream in the Commonwealth because of wipes. Now, ARL.com is reporting that officials now are reminding people there's no such thing as flushable wipes, and the toilet is not a trash can. This happened over a week ago here. They say 2 pumps diverting sewage from the Potomac became clogged with wipes, busting the system again. Officials say wipes don't break down and they jam up the sewage system. They say it also contributed to the massive spill into the Potomac. And we're now learning about plans for Maryland's largest entertainment venue, the Sphere. It's a baby version of the one that's in Las Vegas, the one that is coming to National Harbor. The governor calling it a historic economic development opportunity. And it's coming at a crucial time for Prince George's County, which is losing the commanders to the district and Six Flags permanently. It closed last year. Now, the Sphere is planned to go to National Harbor. It's set to hold 6,000 seats and feature the same LED display as its big brother in Nevada. The project could open in 4 years if approved. In Virginia, there's once again a push in the General Assembly to bring a casino to Fairfax County, but this year the proposal looks a little different. Last session, lawmakers proposed Tyson's Corner as the casino site, and this session the proposal is to build the casino anywhere in the country. The development would include a concert venue, conference center, and a hotel. Local leaders are now warming up to the idea with these changes, but still a lot of people in the county are speaking out against the plan. A bill passed in the Senate still needs to pass in the State House and then get Governor Abigail Spanberger's signature.
I think this bill would create a lot of opportunity for people in Northern Virginia. It would also, I think, create a lot of benefits for our schools, which need those investments across the Commonwealth.
The state likes to take money from Northern Virginia and spread it other places. They don't like to take money from Northern Virginia and send it back here. That's not fair to the taxpayers that I represent.
And if that bill does pass the State House and all of those things happen, it would then be up to the voters in the form of a ballot referendum. And crews are working to prepare the roads for you as the snowstorm settles in here in DC. Your time now, 6:14. we take a live look at downtown Silver Spring. Scott Sumner is going to have a look at your full snowstorm forecast in just a couple minutes. And as we go to break, make sure to tune in to Sunrise on the Hill right here on DC News Now, as our team of meteorologists are tracking this winter storm tomorrow morning from 6 until 9 a.m. and every weekday morning, as hosts Hillary Howard and Corey Smith offer in-depth analysis and reports. We'll be right back. Hello there, I'm Haley. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Haley. Happy to be here.
Happy New Year. How about some more snow?
How about it?
Is this essential? Do we have to do this? How are you doing? Are you in the district this evening?
I am in the district, yes.
Nice, nice. And you can hear me okay, yes?
I can hear you fine. I'm okay too?
So sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes, I'm assuming you can hear me okay.
Yes, I can. That little hiccup was just because of the echo in my ear. At any rate, we should be getting you in, if I had to guess, 90 seconds. And then you and I are set to chat for about 2 minutes.
Perfect. Thanks, Haley.
Works for you. Perfect. Talk to you in a minute. Thanks, Sharon.